Revision for urea, creatinine, uric acid, and so on test in brief. Now, DAM method, Barthelot method, UV kinetic or GLDH method used for urea. Urea in birth to 1 year, reference range is 4 to 16 milligram per deciliter. In the age of 1 to 40 years, reference range is 7 to 21 milligram per liter. Now, DAM method for urea, the procedure is in the form of equation. The equation is urea plus DAM plus thiocarbazide in the presence of hot acidic medium and ferric ions. It's convert into pink colored compound, which is measured on 520 nanometer, that is green filter. Now standard for urea is 20 milligram per deciliter. This standard consists 42.8 milligram urea plus 100 ml saturated benzoic acid. The sample can be we use serum or plasma. Now Barthelot method. In Barthelot method, the procedure in the form of equation. The equation is urea in the presence of urease enzyme, that is hydrolase enzyme, with pH 7, and it is converted into ammonia plus CO2. Then this ammonia react with phenol in the presence of hypochlorite and it's converted into indophenol. It is alkali and in the form of, it is indicated in the form of blue color compound, that is measured on green filter 546 nanometer. Now the GLDH method, that is UV kinetic or red method. The procedure is urea with water in the presence of urease convert into ammonia and carbon dioxide. This ammonia react with alpha ketoglutarate plus NADH plus hydrogen ion in the presence of GLDH enzyme with a buffer called as Trees buffer with pH 8 and is converted into glutamate or NAD+. The rate of reaction decreases in OD is measured at interval of 30 at 340 nanometer. There is two readings. Now standard is 20, their linearity up to 150. Here GLDH method or rate or UV kinetic method, we don't use no heparinized, no fluoride sample. We use serum or plasma. Now urine, urea, nitrogen. We collect 24-hour urine with 10 ml concentration HCl as a preservative. Dilute 1:10. Any serum or plasma procedure test can be used. Calculate by formula. For urine creatinine test, in urine creatinine test we use sulfosalicylic acid and this test positive by showing turbidity. The standard used is 100 milligram per deciliter. When we use diluted urine, then our standard will be 10 milligram per deciliter. We collect 24 hours urine and with thymol crystals as a preservative. So the analysis of glucose, total cholesterol, serum triglyceride, serum HDL. These all tests are measured in colorimeter at green yellow filter, which is the range between 510 to 530. Now other VLDL, LDL and risk ratios are manually calculated. VLDL is Tg by 5, LDL is total cholesterol minus HDL minus VLDL, Risk ratio is total cholesterol by HDL or LDL by HDL. Here is HDL is common in both ratios. Now, previous test like glucose, total cholesterol, serum triglyceride and HDL, that procedure are same, 1 ml reagent and 10 ml other like enzymes and so on. Now reagent are stable at 2 to 8 degrees Celsius. Their incubation time is 37 degrees Celsius for 15 minutes or room temperature for 30 minutes. Reagent room temperature for several months, applicable in only HDL cholesterol. Now uric acid, determination of uric acid by Henry-Caravas method. Hen car में uric acid lie, it is a trick. The equation is protein free filtrate that contain uric acid react with phosphotengestic acid in the presence of alkali solution, that is sodium bicarbonate, and form blue color complex which is measured in 660 nanometer red filter. Uric acid standard is 100 mg per deciliter. The linearity up to 10 mg per deciliter. Serum plasma can be used. Uric acid monostep or end-point reaction. The equation is uric acid, water, oxygen react in the presence of uricase enzyme, convert into allotonin, hydrogen peroxide, carbon dioxide. That this hydrogen peroxide in the presence of peroxidase with 7.5 pH convert into nascent oxygen and H2O. Then DCFS, that is 2,4-dichlorophenol sulfonate with 4-aminophenazone react with nascent oxygens and produce red color complex which is measured in 510 nanometer, that is a green filter. The standard is 5 gram per deciliter and the linearity up to 25 milligram per deciliter. Now urine uric acid, 24 hours urine collection with few thymol crystals as a preservative. The standard for urine uric acid is 100. Now it is a brief note. There is a brief note for concise way for standard ranges. Urea 20, creatinine maybe 100 or 5 or 1 or 2 or 10. Glucose 100, HDL 100 or 114. Uric acid 100 or 5. Cholesterol as well as TG both have same standard ranges, 200. Bilirubin 10 milligram per deciliter. Here is test total cholesterol, triglyceride, glycerol, chylomicrons, bilirubins and some formulas. So firstly, total cholesterol, the reaction is Lieberman-Burkhard reaction. The equation is cholesterol react with acetic anhydride in the presence of glacial acetic acid and sulfuric acid and form green colored compound. Now chylomicrons. Chylomicrons precipitate by the combination of phosphotengestic acid and magnesium chloride, or we can say heparin plus manganese chloride. Now adsorption test for triglyceride test, saponification test for glycerol, and extraction of lipid by use ether alcohol or isopropanol. Now this is all. Then a unit, that is 0.4 McLagan unit used in thymol turbidity, and the content is barbiton, thymol, sulfuric acid and barium chloride. Now ACP, that is acid phosphatase. Here is PNP method is used. PNP react with ACP in the presence of citrate buffer 4.9 pH and form nitrophenol. Now standard used is 4.173 mg per deciliter. Here is reagent, that is citric acid, sodium hydroxide alkali, HCl acid, phenyl, paranitrophenyl phosphate and tartrate solution that inhibit prostatic alkaline phosphatase. Tartrate solution inhibit prostatic alkaline phosphatase. Now ACP rate reaction are used by using reagent alpha naphthyl phosphate. Now some formulas which we have learned. These formulas are known as a special term, that is Fredwald equation. VLDL Tg by 5 LDL equals to total cholesterol minus HDL minus VLDL. Now if we want direct method to calculate LDL cholesterol, so by two kind of reagents. First is detergent calixarin and second is deoxycholate, and the product form will be beta NADH. Now here is bilirubin method, Malloy's and Aviles method, DMSO method and Gendrasik and Groove method for bilirubin. Now standard used for bilirubin is 10. First is Malloy and Avile method. Here is reagent is sulfonalic acid, HCl, sodium nitrite and methanol. Whereas NMSO method for bilirubin, here is reagent used is sulfonalic acid, HCl, sodium nitrite, dimethyl sulfoxide and standard, that is stain. The standard may be methyl red, cobalt nitrate. Point to be noted, in DMSO method of bilirubin, we use a standard of methyl red or cobalt nitrite, and we know very well DMSO reagents, that is sulfonalic acid, HCl, dimethyl sulfoxide, HCl, sodium nitrite and standard 10. Now gender second group method for bilirubin, the reagents is sulfonalic acid, hydrochloric acid, sodium nitrite, and point to be noted the another reagent, that is caffeine reagent, sodium benzoate and tartrate reagent. That's all about the bilirubin test.